What business mistake became your most valuable lesson?
Yeah.
Hello, Ms. Katia. Thank you so much for joining LeadersTalk.Global.
Thank you, Ali.
Before we start, let's back to your journey before the titles designer, architect, and head of Baituti Home. Who was Katia growing up in Beirut?
That's a very interesting question, especially going back to the roots. I think Beirut is very well known for its resilience, and this is how I grew up there. It also teaches you how to contrast and how the chaotic comes up to a very beautiful architectural smooth space. I think it's a mix of feelings. But if you want me to give you one keyword about growing up in Beirut, it's resilience. Yes.
So the next question is, was there a defining moment in your early life that shaped how you understand space, people, and emotions?
For me, as a designer and as a person, a space is always about how you feel. And to define a space, it's to define its identity. Me growing up, I was very much taught that structure doesn't just come with columns and pillars and architecture. It also comes with feelings. And also growing up in Beirut, Beirut is full of feelings. And I think with that comes my inspiration, my passion to have a feeling within any space that I design.
How did your cultural roots influence the way you now design, sell, and lead?
I like how the questions are going in order and it all comes up from where you grow up and then it comes to a feeling and now it's about culture. In my culture, it matters a lot to have a relationship and the mix of selling and designing together is all about me leading with respect, emotion, and trust with the clients. Initially and foremost, the most important thing for me.
So, what personal struggle quietly prepared you for leadership before you were aware of it?
Speaking about leadership and speaking about my culture in general, I grew up in very strong-led environments. And as a woman, you had to put yourself in these environments. And I think this is what brought me up to speak up early in my age. And this is exactly how I built on my leadership to this moment.
So, Ms. Katia, you bridge design and sales. How does understanding human psychology help you close projects authentically?
As everyone knows, sales is all about psychology. But at the end of the day, if you're not honest with your clients and you don't really listen to what their needs are, then you're probably not going to close any sale in your life. But speaking of that, you don't want to let the client feel like they're being pressured. So as long as they are understood and as a salesperson, you also listen to their needs, then there's no pressure put. Definitely the sale will be closed.
Ms. Katia, how do you turn a design concept into a compelling story that clients emotionally connect with?
Okay, I like the stages of this question. So it's how you started with a concept and then you turned it into a story and a space. Technically speaking, with every space, a concept starts, but the only way a designer can actually come up with a very well structured, emotionally and spatially to the client is by actually putting themselves in how and the lifestyle of this client is. So technically speaking, how they live, how they host, what do they do in the space in every single area. And when it becomes real to them, this is how you transform these three stages of a client's place.
Working with brands like B&B Italia, Maxalto, Floss, and Louis Paulson, what defines true luxury in your eyes?
When you're defining luxury, every single person defines it differently. For me, it's more about how confident it makes you, and luxury is actually quite confidence. And for me, for other people, luxury can be more of a vintage item. For me, luxury is more of the longevity of every single piece that you have, as well as the quality that you're getting with it. you can go as well with a vintage piece that can also define luxury. But it also, at the end of the day, you need to go back to what the space actually needs and then bring in the right item that defines the luxury and pops up in this space, and this is what completes it. It depends whether you're going for the warmth or you're going to anchor the space, and this is how choosing the right piece to the space, it actually makes the space look luxurious.
How do you balance client's desire, brand identity, and commercial realities in one project?
Okay. Ali, this is a very, very tough question.
Okay.
And this is the challenge of how you not just bring in a client for a one time, but this is how you actually build into partners that partners up with you for at least your full career, and this is how you build your relationships. Technically speaking, you really need to set expectations. And when you're setting expectations with your clients, at the end of the day, you won't disappoint them. I think this is the easiest way I can answer this question.
What is one design principle you never compromise on, even when sales pressure exists?
Okay. When it comes to design, my first principle is proportion and scale.
Okay.
Proportion and scale, no matter how much money and how much budget you are willing to spend on the project, if there is something wrong with the space when it comes to proportion or scale, there's no set brand, there's no set price that can fix it.
Ms. Katia, as a head of Baituti Home, what does leadership mean beyond hitting targets?
We all want to hit targets, right?
Exactly.
But of course, it's about accountability. And it's all about also the decisions that you take within your team, aside of numbers. And this is what makes a leadership stand out.
What separates a good sales professional from a strategic project leader?
Okay. This is two different things. But as someone who has initially in my career started as a salesperson, and now I'm more into the leadership. As a salesperson, you definitely have to hit your target, and all you're thinking about is numbers. When you're talking about projects and leadership, you're not just talking about the initial numbers thing. You're talking about the process that comes with it. So it's about the execution, it's about the after sales, it's about taking care about your clients, and it's about at least at the end of the day handing over something that reaches out to the set expectations of your clients in terms of luxury and in terms of quality.
True. What negotiation lesson did the GCC market teach you the hard way?
There's a lot of hard way lessons I had to learn along the way.
Okay.
One of the most important principles and lessons is actually being patient. Patience is something you'd have to learn, and you'd have to teach yourself with experience and through leadership. Okay. Teaching yourself patience would definitely prevent you from rushed decisions that you can end up regretting later.
How did your MBA reshape the way you see design as a scalable business?
All right. Whether it's design or whether it's non-design, I had lots of industry people studying MBA with me, but it's about seeing the industry or your position being led within a business. And it's very important to combine both, because design, speaking of it, it's all about creativity, but at the end of the day, you need to make money. And to make money, you need to understand management. And when you understand management, you end up pursuing this business into at least a successful one.
What business mistake became your most valuable lesson?
Yeah. It's not just a business mistake. It's also about leadership mistake, and it's about management mistake. Yeah. A lot of time you have to not please everyone, as tough as it sounds, but you have to say no. And this is how you run a business, by understanding, by also setting limits.
So what mindset shift help you move from executor to a decision maker?
At whatever stage you are in your career, you always have to be an executor, but to a certain extent. For me, at this stage, as head of Baituti Home, it's more about trusting your team, trusting the processes, and it's about more delegating to make sure that every process is followed properly. I think this is the utmost important lesson to me.
As a woman in architecture, luxury sales, and leadership, what challenges are really spoken about?
Okay. Women tend to be understood differently by different people.
Yeah.
Whether it's the same scenario or same situation, they always tend to be misunderstood or probably understood but in different settings. For me, the challenge is when you're being direct, but at the same time being misunderstood. That was a challenge. Probably is a challenge, and it's a challenge actually to every human being, not necessarily to women. Yeah, I feel this is the most challenging part.
Advice would you like to give someone who are really talented but hesitate to lead?
I've been there. Yeah, I've been there. People who know me that I've been there. I struggled.
Okay.
But hey, as humans, we all tend to grow and learn, right? So don't wait until you're ready. I had this conversation earlier today where you don't have to wait. You don't have to make sure you're ready to step into this, right? Just as long as you feel within your guts that you can do it, try it. Even if you fail, at the end of the day, failing is more satisfying than regretting and not putting yourself in challenging situations.
So great. How has your definition of success evolved over the years?
For so many people, success is more about the titles. For me, it's not about the titles anymore. For me, it's all about the balance. It's all about the leadership. It's all about the lessons. It's about how you grow. The more lessons I learn every single day and the experiences I grow with, I think this is what defines it.
So, Miss Katia Sbeity, what legacy you want to leave behind?
Wow. As a 29 years old, turning into 30, I think legacy is a very big word, but hey, I'm definitely up to it. I feel like I want to leave the legacy of work and projects that actually last. And when it comes to the other aspect of the human, is also about being respected among the team and respected upon the leadership that you work with. So I think these two bring in a very nice balanced legacy to your work, to your career, and to your relationships in life.
So, rapid fire round. Design or sales? Which challenges you more?
Rapid fire. Designs or sales, what is more challenging? I think sales is more challenging.
Okay.
You know why? It's because sales comes with experience, and it's very tough because you need to be a very good negotiator.
Yeah.
When it comes to design, sometimes if you're very creative, you'd end up doing it from within you, and you don't know that you're delivering a very high-end project when it comes to creativity, because it comes within you, and as a designer, every single designer delivers different type of projects.
Beirut or Dubai? Which shaped you the most?
Shaped me? I think Beirut shaped me a lot.
Okay.
But I still need to give credit to Dubai because it has shaped me on many levels when it comes to my career, future.
One word that defines your leadership style.
Leadership style. I'm tough, but I'm understanding, and I'm definitely very much of a team rather than a single player.
Okay.
Yeah.
About luxury, emotion or precision?
Precision.
Okay.
But hey, it has to come with balance. So
Okay.
I think both.
A design trend
Yeah.
you secretly dislike?
Hey, how about the Pantone color of the year? That is cloud white.
Okay.
I'm sorry for everyone who liked it. I'm not here to make any silly jokes, but I feel like they had nothing to do, and they came up with the white color of the year.
Okay.
Cloud.
The first thing you notice when you enter a space.
It's how you circulate the space and how this space makes you feel.
Client psychology or product knowledge, what closes deal?
Smart. But I feel it's more of the client psychology.
Okay.
Because if you're able to understand what they're after, whatever it's in front of you, you'd be able to sell.
Biggest mistake young designers make?
They don't tend to make the space feel like theirs. They don't put in any emotions to the space, but they'd rather graduate and just focus on form versus function.
Okay. One habit that elevated your career?
Habit that elevated my career. It's experiences, it's challenges, it's mistakes.
Okay.
Not just career. It's all about your relationships, your life. It's what you learn along the way.
Okay. Risk or stability, which do you choose?
In my early career, I used to take lots of risks. I think I'm reaching a stage where I'm more into stability.
The hardest no you ever said?
Oh wow. I say lots of no's, but I can't get into a one hardest no. Yeah, I cannot, but I set limits all the time. That's
Okay,
me.
great. For you, success today means?
Success is about learning. Success is about even teaching. Success is about lessons, and it's about challenges. Failed challenges, failed lessons are also successes.
Great. If not a design, what would be your career?
I think marketing.
Okay.
With all due respect to all the marketers out there, I'm not a marketer, but I feel marketing has also a lot of creativity into it. Different industry, of course, but I think that could be my second choice.
Okay. Legacy in one sentence.
Legacy is about something that lasts, and for me, every single thing I do, whether I leave an impact or to any person or I leave an impact to any project, I think this is legacy.
Okay. As a closing part, when young leaders see people from different backgrounds, cultures, and industries succeed, it sends a powerful message that if they can do it, so I can too. That belief alone changes life.
Yeah.
Okay. So, from your experience mentoring team and working with young professionals,
Yeah.
what kind of impact do you think a platform like LeadersTalk.Global can have on the next generation of leaders?
You know, especially nowadays, I think a lot of youngsters and passionate ones who wants to grow, they tend to look up on other people's journeys and other people's success, right? And their stories. With the growing of social media, I feel a lot of people, they probably scroll a lot during the day and at night on success stories and the people who has actually worked so hard, or people who were lucky enough to get everything within 24 hours or overnight. But it's about how you work on making sure whatever you have right now grows. And whatever you have right now lasts and impacts others. And this is, I think, what not just a journey of 24 hours. No, you're not going to go viral with that, and you're not going to probably teach any lessons to other people. But I feel like people who has success stories that are with long journeys, success stories with a lot of challenges, these are the ones that touch other people's into giving them the push and giving them the passion to wake up the next day, say, yes, I was very hesitant yesterday, but no, I'm going to do it today.
True, so true. So thank you so much, Ms. Katia, for joining
Thank you.
our
Thank you very
purpose. It's all about teaching to those who wants to do something, but afraid to do. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Ali. Thank you.